is going on, everybody? Welcome to today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for joining in with me today. Hey, I just wanted to say before we get into the grand scheme of the content that if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up, my like league. I love you guys. And to my subscribe squad, if you guys are part of the subscribe squad, I really appreciate you. And if you are not yet, please join. It's definitely worth your while. Before you guys just exit this vlog, I know I'm in the WRX right now. A lot of you aren't as interested in the WRX as you are in the DURTYMAX. We will be doing some DURTYMAX things. I just need to get home first, but I figured that I would take a few minutes to cover some things with you guys that I wanted to cover throughout some of my last vlogs. And of course, as I was on my honeymoon and, you know, I kind of got a little distant from the vlogs because there is a ton of shit going on, guys. Oh, much better. That's exactly how we wanted it. A little blurry there for the introduction. I don't know if that little smudge was actually intruding on your vision or not, but I'm also going to close that sunroof. That way things are a little bit better as well. So anyway, guys, good to be back on the vlog. It is currently midweek, literally the second to last week in August, which is just absolutely insane. Turn the music off real quick. I just can't believe that August is literally soon about to be over. As I was pulling into work this morning, I was looking at the trees and I depressingly saw the leaves starting to change. And you know, I absolutely love fall. It's a beautiful time of the year, but it just tells me that it's gonna be short-lived, as it usually is, and winter's basically upon us, straight out of Game of Thrones. To state a fun fact, so as I was basically exiting today, so as I was walking out of the office today at work, I was talking to one of my coworkers, and fun fact, we were kind of talking about AI, which is artificial intelligence for anybody that doesn't know, and basically AI is evolving insanely fast. I mean, the rate at which AI develops and as it becomes smarter and more capable of thinking logically, kind of like humans, it gets kind of scary. So I was talking to my coworker about it, and he said he was reading an article the other day about how Facebook's AI department actually had to shut down their AI capabilities because the AI was actually starting to outthink the programmers that developed the AI, because it was writing code that was far more advanced and in a completely different language than that of the developers that wrote the code. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you all have been having an absolutely phenomenal week. Hopefully some of you got to get out and actually see the eclipse that had taken place this past Monday. I did get to catch it briefly. I didn't have glasses because I wasn't prepared. I guess I didn't do my homework, so I couldn't like stare at it. But I actually, from one of my coworkers, did end up grabbing a pair to look at it briefly. And when I looked at it, it was like, I don't know, 2:30 or something like that. So maybe it was like 50% over. Where we are in Pennsylvania, it wasn't like a full eclipse, but I was able to catch a little bit of it, which was really freaking cool. I mean, that's like history in and of itself. Don't know how many times I'll be able to experience that. Totally once in a lifetime. I did get to see Logan Paul's vlog. He went down to an airport in Tennessee and he actually caught, you know, a full eclipse that had occurred, and that was really badass. Basically, for anybody that hasn't seen it, it's a 360-degree sunset that takes place for just a few seconds. So I got to capture that there. So that was really cool. I usually get out of work around 4 o'clock, and the initial plan was, and of course things like never go to plan, but the initial plan was to get out of work, do a little vlogging for you guys, give you some updates on the WRX, which I want to give you here in a moment, because a lot of you have been asking about it, and then hopefully make a pit stop at Andy's at Diablo Formula Racing. I haven't seen him in, I don't know, about 3 weeks, just because of the chaos of my life and all these type of events. And then ultimately we're gonna do what we have planned for the truck here. But unfortunately, it is 4:55 right now. And anybody that's done business with Andy, you'll know that he's generally out of the office by 5 o'clock. And with the commute that I have home, I'm gonna be unable to actually catch him. So that's just gonna have to wait for another video. So as a lot of you know that have been kind of older subscribers to the channel, I do have a 2015 WRX. It's basically a WRX Premium. It's white, it's got the sunroof, it's got all the necessary amenities that one would want in the car. It's got the heated seats and a 6-speed manual. It's a really nice car. I've had this for, I'd like to say, probably about 4 months now. And it's an absolutely incredible car. I'm really pleased with it, especially as my daily driver. And to any of the new subscribers, you know, I have the DURTYMAX, of course, probably which you guys subscribed for, and the WRX. So The WRX, I don't really have many plans for this car. You know, my initial intention was to grab some coilovers for it, some nice offset wheels, some meaty tire, lower it down a little bit, maybe put a cold air intake on it. I'd actually ordered an intake for it, cold air intake from Mishimoto, but it was actually back ordered for like so long that they refunded my cash, probably because they felt bad for me. No, I actually don't know why they refunded my money. Probably because they have some sort of a policy in place to protect the buyer. I decided not to, A, to save myself some money, B, because I don't want to be recognized on the road. I mean, ultimately, I love the recognition that YouTube brings, but when I'm, you know, with my wife or if I'm going to work, I don't necessarily want to get spotted all the time doing that, because although my channel is small, 35,000 of you, and I love every single one of you guys, by the way, there's still a lot of recognition, especially in my local area, that comes up and comes along with the channel. So I decided that this is my best way of blending in, by keeping the car completely stocked. Anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, how about we get back to the house? I'm gonna throw on a different change of clothes so that way I don't dirty up the work duds. And then we're gonna get to some work on the DURTYMAX that I've been meaning to take care of for a very long time. I just haven't had time to get around to. So I figured that I'd take you guys along. You know, and the second best thing about getting home from any work day is getting out of those work duds and getting into some comfortable clothes. Plus, we got some really exciting things in the merch line for you guys. Just want to put the shameless plug in here because I'm really stoked to not only say that we've got the camo trucker hat and we've got the camo flat brim, and of course we've got our classic flat brim and our classic trucker hat, but we also have more things coming to the enthusiast lines. They're in the form of a t-shirt, and we got new colors coming, guys. Super stoked about it. They're not going to be up in this video, but I do plan to get some of the templates up for pre-order this coming weekend, so be on the lookout. You guys got to realize, super wide wheels, this is what happens. Oh yeah, you get a nice dirt speckle. Just adds so much character to the exterior of that vehicle. That brings us to the thing that you guys came in to watch today. I'm sorry that I had to talk about all those other things. I just had to get them out of the way because I was excited about them. I got so many things that are in the works that I'm just so stoked to share with you guys that I couldn't help contain myself. Plus, we got the WRX sitting over there, nice and content-like. She does deserve a little bit of this vlog exposure, guys. You still gotta let me know in the comment sections below. But anyway, we are jumping into the DURTYMAX right now to do this today. We need to figure out what to do with this DSP-5 switch. So I'm gonna unravel it from its secure mounting location, which is my emergency brake pedal, so we can figure out what to do with it. As I sit here in my truck, I ponder, do I wanna mount it here or do I want to mount it here? Ultimately, there's a really nice flat little edge that a button dial could go to, and the little sticker could go around, which tells me exactly where my pinpoint is. Now, I don't necessarily want to mount it here because when you open the door, you'd actually be able to see it there. Now, to anybody that's asking, this is my Escort radar detector. I have this hardwired in, and it's double-sided taped to this actual plastic piece here, so I can silence the radar detector as it hangs from this general area, powered by this cable right here. So I ordered the hardwired cable kit from Escort. I fished it all the way up and down and around. Basically everything feeds through the bottom of this pillar here into the side. So that's what that is, but that didn't require any drilling or holes. As you can see, there's a little securing nut on it, and basically this will sit up under, and then the button will be exposed at the top. And there is a bigger dial that has a little Allen that will then secure to it, so you can position it as need be. So I think what I'm going to do is, rather than putting it here, of course here, but on the bottom end, it's going to be placed over here. And I left myself enough cable to do that, to fish it up and under and through to this side. So now you guys want to really be careful with these plastic interior pieces. Some of them can be a little bit more brittle than others. I didn't break this one, fortunately, but basically you can see how these clips mount in here. So really all it is you pull it down and then it will drop and it will hang by the hood release assembly. All right, so we did a test fit. Everything seems good. You guys can see here that the little knob is equipped with its securing washer and nut. Everything sits nice and good up on the back side. Now we just want to finish this off because obviously that looks like complete shit. So PPEI, when you get your DSP5 switch, which is basically this cable that connects under the hood, and I did that in an earlier video, so you guys can see that if you want. You get this nifty little kit, so you see your selector dial right there by, of course, yours truly, PPEI Tuning, and of course you get this nice, I don't know, probably CNC knob, and like the world's smallest Allen key. So we're gonna take this selector dial and we're actually going to mount it up and over the switch, so that way it doesn't look like complete shit and you know what selection you're in. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, there is the finished product. Sorry I'm blocking the light, but you can see I am currently on tune 3. I'm really not too impressed with this little dial selector, but it is just basically 3M tape that is on the back of this thing, so it's not, you know, all that adhesive to this kind of composite dashboard slash fake plastic rubber material, but still it gets the job done and it's nice and tucked out of the way. That way it's not too visible and it doesn't, you know, seem out of place. We'll move the steering wheel back down here into position, nice and good. We will restructure our seating position. Oh yeah, that's nice, and we'll see if we're good to go. That is a beautiful sound. Absolutely beautiful sound. The sound of success, especially when messing around with wiring. Wiring is just a very, very, very gray area for somebody that's like not an electrician, but we did it today, folks. Are you guys ready for this? Oh, yeah! Well, it seems like everything is good to go, which is nice. I'm actually on my way to go get some fuel for this thirsty bitch, as she is always demanding a nice, refreshing drink that costs a pretty penny. So anyway, guys, you know, Shift on the Fly, for anybody that's curious, is literally what it sounds like. It gives you the ability to not only have a selected tune, but also to change that tune as you're driving, quite literally as you're driving. So I could reach down right now and change the tune if I wanted to as I was driving down the road, which is one of the beauties of Shift on the Fly, you know, especially if you're using your truck for a multitude of different uses, whether that's racing, driving normally, econo mode, towing, whatever it might be, or just going out and getting some miles per gallon, right? So yeah, it's a really unique configuration. It's become very popular on the legacy model DURTYMAXs, and it is now available on the LMLs. But there's also one more tuning solution that PPEI specializes in, and that is called EasyLink. EasyLink is even easier than Shifting on the Fly. Now imagine that, huh? These names are so fitting and quite punny. EasyLink is great. Basically, it gives you the ability to connect right through your smartphone through, I think it's an OBD2 port or maybe some other sort of tap-in. I honestly don't know how it plugs in, but it gives you the ability to monitor your entire truck's diagnostics and everything. Listen to this beauty. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. God, that is an amazing sound. So anyway, EasyLink gives you the ability to basically connect through your phone. And the beauty of that is you have the ability to update all of your tunes right through email. You can download them and then upload them right to your truck. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I just don't have it. But if you guys are at all curious about tuning needs, give PPEI a call, ask for Chad, or you could email Chad at ppei.com. This is not sponsored content. I'm just giving you guys the right source to get in touch with if you at all have any tuning needs for Power Stroke, Cummins, DURTYMAX, whatever. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm literally about to pull in the Wawa right now to get some fuel. I'm not gonna take you guys there because it's not all that exciting. But with that said, to all of my like league out in the audience, guys, do what you guys do best. I absolutely appreciate all you guys, and anybody that hasn't joined the subscribe squad, be sure to hit that subscribe button, transform that little red button to gray. That way you guys can become, because the subscribe squad is completely free for entry, and it is something that you guys definitely won't regret doing. So with that said, guys, thank you so much. All I can ask is have a great night and look forward to the next upload. We got some seriously big turbo action coming at you guys this weekend.